Thank you for choosing our weather forecast channel. This is the headline. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a good deal of dry weather is expected, but showers or patchy outbreaks of rain are most likely in the north and east. In the north the showers may be wintry. Later on it may turn wetter in the far north. Temperatures often close to the norm. Frost is likely to be patchy rather than widespread due to cloud cover. Daytime temperatures quite close to the average, but perhaps colder early on in the north and east. Forecast confidence is high, falling to medium. High pressure will be the dominant feature of the UK's weather. Initially it will be centred over southern Britain, but through the second half of the week it moves westwards into the Atlantic. The chart below from the GFS model shows forecast precipitation and pressure at 15:00 GMT, Thursday 2068 January. Computer models are suggesting that high pressure will continue to be the dominant feature of the UK's weather through the first half of the week. Later on high pressure declines and an Atlantic flow begins to return southwards. The chart below shows the GEFS forecast mean surface level pressure on Wednesday, the 1st of February. It suggests high pressure will be centred to the south of the UK. Now, latest updates presented by BBC Weather's Ben Rich. Thanks for watching.
Hello there. February is the final winter month, meteorologically speaking. So what chance of any cold winter weather in our outlook for the week ahead? Well, not at first. In fact, over the next few days, it looks mild. Frontal systems running to the north of the UK, bringing rain, particularly in parts of Scotland. But wedged between these weather fronts, we have this mild air. This mild air being pulled in off the Atlantic, which means it's also very moist air. And that means extensive cloud for many places. That cloud actually squeezing out some spots of drizzle over hills in the west. And at the same time, heavy rain continues to affect northern parts of Scotland. 8 degrees there for Lerwick, but more generally highs between 11 and 13 degrees, above what we'd expect on the 2nd of February. And then as we move into Friday, well, briefly this weather front drops southwards. That will allow something colder for a time into Scotland. But then on Friday, the front moves northeastwards again, which will reintroduce the mild air. We will see some spells of sunshine developing, particularly for England, Wales and Northern Ireland. A bit more cloud and some patchy rain for Scotland, but temperatures between 7 and 14 degrees. And then we start the weekend in the mild air as well. Again, quite a lot of cloud over hills in the west with the odd spot of drizzle. And then this band of rain starts to push its way southeastwards. Ahead of that, very mild air, but behind it, something a little colder because that rain band is tied in with a cold front. You can tell it's a cold front by the blue triangles here. And behind the cold front, the air will be turning colder. But at the same time, as we get into Sunday, we see this area of high pressure building strongly across the UK. And with that area of high pressure building so strongly, it means we should see plenty of sunshine once any early mist has cleared. So Sunday, yes, a slightly colder day, 8 or 9 degrees, but a much brighter day with plenty of sunshine. Now, this area of high pressure is quite pivotal to our forecast for next week. It looks like as we move into Monday, the centre of the high will slide away southwards, and that will allow a bit more cloud to get into Northern Ireland, Western Scotland. A weather system, a weather front trying to push in from the west, but I don't think it'll make much progress running up against the high. Now, there is some uncertainty as we move deeper into next week. Let me show you why. This is one computer weather model. This is the European weather model, and this allows the centre of our area of high pressure to drift away eastwards. And what that would eventually bring us later in the week is a broadly southerly flow of air. Now, this isn't going to be particularly warm at this time of year, but neither will it be especially cold. There is another computer weather model I want to show you. This is the American GFS model, and this one sends the centre of the high pressure up into the north of Europe, and this would allow us to bring in an easterly wind, potentially quite a brisk easterly wind at that, and that would make it feel cold. Now, this looks like an extreme solution at this stage. Certainly, though, it does look like during next week it will turn chillier to a greater or lesser extent. Probably not too much chillier. It should certainly be largely dry with high pressure close by. Frost and fog are likely to develop. That's all from me. Bye-bye.